Hi, friends, and welcome to Akshatas recipes. Well, today I'm going to show you how I cooked this entire vegetarian meal. There was dal, rice, puris or chapatis, dahi kebabs, some garlic chutney, tomato salad, and buttermilk. So I'm going to start by giving you the recipe for these amazing dahi kebabs, which are really melt in the mouth. So what I had done is 2 days prior, I had just taken a colander and a large cotton cloth, and I had just added some thick curd, which I had made at home. The recipe for the curd is in the description box below, and I just tied it up and tied it up with a string, and just let it, hang so that all the water goes down in this manner. So then all the water just trickled down, and then I just kept a heavy weight on it and kept it in the refrigerator. So this is what it looked like the next morning, after 2 days, rather, after I took it out from the cloth. Then I'm going to be adding just one large grated potato, which was boiled and peeled and grated. I also ground 4 light green chilies and 1 inch of ginger to a coarse paste that looked like this. I added this to the potato and the hung curd mixture. Then I chopped up one very small onion, very, very fine, and I added this small onion to the mix too. Now, so that the dahi kebabs have some body and you're able to handle it as well as make it a little on the crispy side, I added about 1 tablespoon of corn flour to the mix. And I just mixed all of this well together. And then by wetting my hands with a little bit of water, I just rolled them out into small little balls, and then I just dipped them into some breadcrumbs, or you can use some very fine semolina or rava if you don't have breadcrumbs at hand. And I just made all of them and kept them aside. And then using some olive oil, you can use regular cooking oil too, I just shallow fried them in a pan till they were golden brown on both sides. And my dahi kebabs were ready, and they were just simply delicious. Next, I made a dal. So I had pressure cooked. First, I had washed a cup of tur dal and soaked it for 15 minutes, and then pressure cooked it in a pressure cooker for about 1 whistle on high, and then simmered it for 15 minutes on low. Then I chopped up 1 medium onion, 1 medium tomato, some 2 green chilies, and some curry leaves. And in addition to that, I'm also be using 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. This is the cooked dal as well as the dal water. Then we have our regular spices, which is mustard, jeera or cumin, asafoetida or hing, some red chili powder, and some haldi or turmeric powder. In addition to that, I have some other spices like Kashmiri red chili powder, some kitchen king masala, some cumin powder, some coriander powder, and some garam masala, and some salt to taste. Now I'm just going to be heating up some oil in a pan. You can use regular cooking oil or olive oil. And then I'm just going to be adding some mustard seeds to the pan. Once they begin to splutter, I'm going to be adding the cumin seeds or the jeera. Then I'm going to be adding the green chilies, which I'm going to be frying for a minute or two. Then I'm going to be adding the asafoetida and some turmeric or haldi. We want the chilies to really, infuse flavor into the oil. So along with the other spices, let it fry well. And then I'm going to just break up the curry leaves and add them. Now I'm also adding my ginger garlic paste. I have a recipe for homemade ginger garlic paste. I'll leave a link for that too. And garam masala, homemade garam masala, I'll add that in my description box too. Now I'm just going to be adding the onion. I'm going to be frying all of this well together. Remember to cook on a low to medium flame. Now once everything gets nicely fried and the rawness all goes away, we're just going to add the tomato, which we chopped up fine. Let the tomato also get fried nicely. And then we're going to add the rest of the spices. That is, I'm going to be adding some red Kashmiri chili powder. This just adds a lovely color to the dal. I'm going to be adding some Kitchen King masala, which also adds an amazing flavor to the dal. Then I'm going to be adding my homemade garam masala, my homemade dhania powder or coriander powder, as well as my jeera powder or cumin powder. I leave a link for all of these powder masalas too. And then just give everything a nice fry. And now we're just going to add the dal along with the dal water. And we're going to cook all of this on a low to medium flame. Now the dal fry should not be very watery. So I think 1 cup of the dal water, that is the water in which you cook the dal itself, you can use that. If you're running out of that, just add a little bit of warm water. And now we're just going to add some salt to taste. And we're going to cover and cook it for some time, for about 5 minutes, till everything really comes together and all the spices and the bagar, everything comes together. And then we're just going to garnish it with some amazing freshly chopped cilantro, coriander. Now next time it comes time for making the chapatis or the puris or the rotis. So I've just taken about 1.5 cup of wheat flour, whole wheat flour, added a little bit of water and just worked it up into a nice firm yet soft and manageable dough. Then I like to keep this for about 10 minutes into my refrigerator. And then I'm just going to be rolling out some chapatis or puris or rotis. And I'm going to be roasting them on a nice hot pan, but on a medium flame. And while one is getting ready, I'll be making the other one. That makes the work faster. And once it's ready, I'm just going to be putting some clarified butter or ghee and just, make enough puris so everybody gets to eat to their heart's content. Now, the link for how I make my rice as well as the garlic chutney, I leave those links in my description box. I have uploaded a recipe for how to make this garlic chutney, which we call lasun tikat, as well as I'll show you how to make rice, how I make it my way. So I'll leave a link for that too. And for the salad, I just cut up some tomatoes and I just put a little bit of lime juice on top of it, and I just garnished it with some cilantro or fresh coriander. And here's the entire meal all ready, nice and hot, and a complete meal. And I also added some buttermilk to go with it. I have a link for the buttermilk recipe also in my description box below. So I hope you liked this entire vegetarian meal video. If you did, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Do hit the red subscribe button and become a part of Akshatas Recipes family. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my videos. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.